Our next award will be for the Service Award for Professional Service, awarded for outstanding contribution to a professional, consulting or technical engineering association or society in Canada. Le troisième prix est pour la distinction pour service professionnel.
I get great satisfaction out of seeing the results of the work engineers do and the work engineers are doing worldwide. We've got great opportunities, great infrastructure, great educational facilities, and it's given me an ability to be successful.
Throughout his career, Darrel Danyluk has been a strong and consistent voice of the engineering profession. He has served as president of Consulting Engineers of Alberta, APEGA, and Engineers Canada.
Diplômé de l'Université du Manitoba et récipiendaire de plusieurs prix et distinctions, il est actuellement vice-président de la Fédération mondiale des organisations d'ingénieurs et président du comité ingénierie et environnement de la Fédération. À ce titre, il a été un élément moteur à la Commission du développement durable des Nations unies et à la Convention cadre des Nations unies sur les changements climatiques.
Through Engineers Canada, we developed the Canadian Engineering Leadership Forum, which brought together the academics, the industry, the technical societies, the regulators, the students, and the educators under this umbrella to share ideas and become very efficient in the delivery of engineering in Canada.
Darrel has the ability to help people mature their ideas to the level that they themselves not aware that they could accomplish. Through his leadership, through his team working efforts, he has caused a great improvement in the quality of engineering here in Canada as well as in the world.
Darrel a acquis une expertise technique de pointe dans les secteurs de l'eau et des transports dans le cadre des nombreux projets d'infrastructure qu'il a réalisés.
He has a passion for water and wastewater. And so he started talking about a kind of research facility that would be associated with the Pine Creek wastewater treatment plant. That concept grew and grew into what became ultimately the Urban Alliance, which is this fairly formal relationship between the City of Calgary and the University of Calgary. And that's had huge benefits. And it is created because of Darrel's initiative and vision in the first place.
It's very much a big picture guy, and it helps people get there, and that's an important thing for engineers to, again, get outside the immediate confines of their project and think about environmental and social implications of their work.
My goals have never changed. I want to make the world a better place, and I'll do what it takes to try to make that happen and to motivate people.
For his exceptional professional contributions and tireless dedication to enhancing his professional field, Engineers Canada is proud to present the 2011 Meritorious Service Award for Professional Service to fellow and professional engineer Darrel Danyluk.
Wow, do we ever have good producers? First, let me thank the nominating committee while I find my notes. I'm told that I can now let you know that I have destroyed the films and the pictures I have of you, and you don't have to worry anymore. Just like to start really from, I think, from all the award recipients and from the fellows, the staff member fellows today. When you get notification that you are being recognized, it is a very, very emotional but fulfilling moment in one's life, and you never forget it. And when I got the email from Engineers Canada, and I get a lot of emails from Engineers Canada, this was one of the most pleasant ones, obviously. It caused me to reflect back on what is now almost 34 years of being involved with APEGA and now Engineers Canada. And what was it that was the trigger that started me down this path? And I think we should all ask ourselves that, because there was a trigger for all of us. And it was all, in my case, it was an engineer who said, you know, you should really do this. And then a phone call that said, would you like to do it? So I was obviously being set up like we all are. But it instills in us the need to deal with this mentorship of younger people and get them started today so that they can really contribute. And when I saw the young engineers, and he says he's starting to feel old. Young Engineers Award at our table, we got the Student Award. The future is so bright for us. And we can really move this profession farther by giving more people the recognition that they need for the good work that is done. I have to say that my family has been a tremendous supporter. My wife, Bonnie, my love, our children, Michelle, Mark, and Robert, who allowed me to spend the time doing the things that I really, really love to do. And Bonnie had to deal with comments like, where's Daddy? I'm away for 3 days for meetings or something, and she had to let them know, well, he's doing this, he really likes it. But the one that really takes the cake was our older son, Mark. And I'd been doing work in London, and I was spending 2 weeks a month in London for a year, so that's a long time away from home. And on the last trip to London, I took the two boys, and we met with some of the people I was working with in London at a pub. And Mark says, Dad, when are you going to introduce us to your UK family? And where did this come from? And these were senior engineers who were sitting at the table, and they're looking at me. So there are moments in one's life when you do these kinds of things that go on and on. I think we all have people who have supported us, mentored us, coached us. And I'd like to just mention a few, because these are very special people. Some of them have now passed on, and I think they should be remembered. Clayton Milroy, who made that first call. Bob Shortreed, who was my boss, who said, yes, you should do this, and he encouraged me to run for council and run for president. Ron Grantham, who came from a different perspective, he did the same thing. Dan Matika, who's still one of my best friends and promoters. And Neil Windsor, who's not here with us, and I know our prayers are with him. Without their advice and guidance and encouragement, I wouldn't be here tonight. I have to thank, and I have to tell you that Chantal said I could have 10 minutes. I have to thank the Board of Engineers Canada when I was president, just before Colin's presidency, and there's a lot of those council members here. I have to thank them and let them know that I think they were the best board. They all bought Calgary Flames jerseys when we had our run, and even though some of them didn't really want to cheer for the Flames, they did. And I have to say they were one of the best boards, except for the current board. Those of you who are here tonight who are now carrying on that torch. Finally, I'd like to say to you as the leaders of the profession of engineering in Canada that this profession is second to none. It is one of integrity, quality, and excellence, and you are the stewards of Canada's quality of life. I can let you know from the involvement I have in the world stage today that Engineers Canada and our processes are a shining light in that world of engineering. And I can tell you that I am very confident as engineering evolves and our society evolves that Canada is in good hands. Thank you very much.